downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They run it here with Thompson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Over!
And on the ground they go with a running back. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 67 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Smith, no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Leopard!
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. First carry for Darius Geis. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 55 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
No, check, Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go. Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And this one's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding offense.
So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Here's Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Leopard! Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Over! 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 Over!
And they'll run it here. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So he's in for his third score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple, down to the 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
No. Check. Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4. Puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came into the plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Smith throwing again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Gun.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Thompson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to walk one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards.
Over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. It's Smith. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To throw on 3rd down. Smith. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No. Check. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Detroit!
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go. Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. 91 is the mic. Over.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Lucky 56. Gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Set. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, turning the legs a little bit, and getting what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal on 3rd down. These guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A shotgun snap for Smith. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Smith completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Smith finding Dodson that time for a Washington first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. No gain on the play there, second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. It was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for...
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's what really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zach Brown in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Smith now on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now it's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Smith now to throw.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Again, Smith. He's going to let it fly. And now another turnover. And a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses do.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and long, it's Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.